fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone.
Welcome to the Reality Check. We're here with a Rando segment in the home studio. A little messy, yes. I'm getting set up for big sale tomorrow at Call It New, the antique store down the block. And so I still had to get on a Rando segment here because there are some things that are one thing that we definitely need to address today. Let's listen in on super host MSNBC Lawrence O'Donnell.
Michael Iscoff has the latest on that.
Start your nail.
Stop the hammering. Stop the hammering out there. Who's got a hammer? Where is it? Where's the hammer? Is it on the... Go up on the other floor. Somebody go up there and stop the hammering. I'll go down to the goddamn floor myself and stop it. Keep the goddamn commercial break going.
That was Mr. Happy Lawrence O'Donnell. Now, definitely, as homework for you as an audience, you need to check out his awesome video. I don't want to play all of it. There's so many curse words in it, but you can see a man. Now, if MSNBC wants to get rid of Lawrence O'Donnell, and they probably won't because his offenses are so few compared to many other people they have working there, but if they do, here in Arizona, we do have a job for Mr. Lawrence O'Donnell. Yes, he could be the coach, the new coach of the Arizona Cardinals, because this season doesn't look too great, and it could be time for a new coach. And Lawrence O'Donnell would be the best coach available. I mean, can you imagine? If you're not going to win a Super Bowl, at least you want to have fun during your season. And this guy's press conferences, it wouldn't get any better than that. Just imagine it. I could be asking the questions to Coach O'Donnell. We can start with Coach O'Donnell. What does your team really play for, Coach O'Donnell?
This is what's great about sports. This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it. That's the great thing about sports. You play to win. And I don't care if you don't have any wins. You go play to win. When you start telling me it doesn't matter, then retire. Get out. Because it matters.
Okay, that's great, Coach O'Donnell. So we know you play to win the game, and it does matter. That's awesome. We're happy to hear that. Cardinal Nation, happy to hear that. So, Coach O'Donnell, there's been a question. I mean, are you really man enough to coach a football team?
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40! I'm not a kid! Write something about me. Or our coach.
Okay, Coach O'Donnell, you made your feelings pretty well. That was, you're a man. That's pretty good. So, we're happy to hear that, too. My next question would be for you, Coach O'Donnell, is your quarterback. He threw 3 interceptions the other day. Would you say that he underperformed?
You guys can point the finger at him. You can talk about the vacation, and if you do that, it's really unfair. It's really unfair. It's my team. It's my quarterback. And if you guys do that, man, it's unfair. We lost as a team. We lost as a team, man.
Okay, Coach O'Donnell, I mean, that was pretty emotional there. You stick with your players, definitely. Wow, that's amazing. So we're going to regroup here, and we're going to continue our press conference, Coach O'Donnell. Now, the word around the team is that you kind of, I don't know how we can put this. We don't want to sugarcoat anything, but we definitely want to, I don't know, we want to be honest with everybody here. You know, we try to run honest press conferences, and we know that's what you're about, honesty, Coach O'Donnell. So around the team, they're saying that you really don't have them practice that hard.
We in here talking about practice. I mean, listen, we talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice. Not a game. Not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We're talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that, man? We're talking about practice. I know I'm supposed to be there. I know I'm supposed to lead by example. I know that. And I'm not shoving it aside, you know, like it don't mean anything. I know it's important. I do. I honestly do. But we talking about practice, man. What are we talking about? Practice? We're talking about practice, man. We're talking about practice. We're talking about practice. We ain't talking about the game. We're talking about practice, man.
Wow, Coach O'Donnell. I mean, I get your point there. So you're definitely dedicated to the games. That's excellent. Cardinal fans love to hear that because they're dedicated to the games too. Now, recently you guys just had a bad loss to the Chicago Bears. You know, you want to tell us about that?
No, we just the Bears are what we thought they were. They're what we thought they were. We played them in preseason. Who the hell takes a third game in the preseason like it's bull? We played them in the third game. Everybody played 3 quarters. The Bears are who we thought they were. That's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
I'm sorry, Coach. We just got to get you calmed down here. I'll just ask you one last question. Yeah, we just got to watch the language here. We have young children watching. So, the one more question for you, Coach O'Donnell, is this. Even with the loss today, you can still make the playoffs. So, you know, tell us about your feelings on that.
Start off by saying this. Do not blame that game on the defense, okay? I don't care who you play, whether it's a high school team, a junior college team, a college team, much less an NFL team. When you turn the ball over 5 times, 4 interceptions, 1 for a touchdown, 3 others in field position to set up touchdowns, you ain't gonna beat anybody I just talked about. Anybody. All right? And that was a disgraceful performance, in my opinion. We threw that game. We gave it away by doing that. We gave them the friggin' game. In my opinion, that sucked. What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Well, I'll start off by saying...
Well, okay, calm down. Calm down, Coach O'Donnell. Yes, we do hope you can win a game. We hope you can win many games, and hopefully your tenure here as Cardinals coach will be long and prosperous, because you don't have to win many games here as long as you make us laugh with your great videos. Now you see Lawrence O'Donnell's video, totally fake. You see this guy records everything, do nothing of any nature when it's happening. Everything's pre-recorded. 100 takes. You'll notice in that video, this guy, the anger that he has, talking to people like they're peons. I'm sure the video came out because the people on his staff just think he's a jerk. I mean, it's as simple as that. It's embarrassing if you work for this guy to put up with that every day from a guy that's got half the intelligence you probably got. I mean, he can't handle anything. He couldn't ad-lib anything. You know, take out a damn earpiece and ad-lib, dude. He's just like the rest of these fakers in Hollywood, right? Like your Stephen Colbert's, can't write their own stuff. They can't think of anything on their own. They can't ad-lib. You take their notes and they're gone, and what can they do? They can do nothing. because they have no skills, they have no brains. All they can do is read and try to look pretty and agree with everything degenerates agree with. So they have other degenerates watching them. But when it comes to having their own opinions, being bold, and making things happen, these people are nowhere to be found. Thank you for tuning in to the Reality Check Rando segment, and we'll see you next time.